What's happening, everybody? I'm Ivy, and you're at Ivy Vibes. My hair is looking a little funky today. Don't mind it. Anyway, we're going to do a read and see where the energy may be with you. May or may not. Let's see what the energy could possibly be around you. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. Let's see if I can get the card. Alright. So what we've got is fulfillment, transformation, and honesty. Alright, so let's see what these are about. Let's see, what is this transformation? Well, fulfillment was the first one that came out, so let's see, what is fulfillment about? It's about the butterfly. So this is all about, and it kind of goes with transformation, relationships, evolving to the next phase, healing, the inner child growth, so it feels like it's kind of like finding fulfillment in that transformation that you're going through. What is transformation about? I really feel like that's what that one should have been for. I really feel like that's what that should have been for. The butterfly should have been for the transformation. I'm going to put that with transformation. Fulfillment, we have not today. And I'm going to say this is dealing with not dealing. This is hurt. This is avoiding a conversation, a call, a person. Boundaries, still angry. Something going on there. What is honesty about? What are we dealing with this honesty? It's all going to tie in. Anyway, seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. But we are going to find out. So let's get some information about why we have this fulfillment first. So fulfillment is the main energy that we have. I feel like I need to raise this. It'd be cutting me off. Fulfillment is the main energy that we have. What does this have to do with? What is fulfillment about? Ace of Cups. Okay. Dealing with some form of an emotional loss. Feeling empty, feeling a void, feeling some type of stagnation. So again, this could be looking at how we're not feeling fulfilled, not feeling a sense of fulfillment. This could be, again, because we're dealing with hurt, avoiding a conversation or a person. Okay. Why is transformation here? You could be going through some kind of a real change. We got the Five of Wands. And so you may feel a sense of competition here or arguing or tension. And so things could be changing. You could be changing, requiring more, desiring more. What about this honesty? Why is honesty here? Why do we have honesty? Why do we have honesty here? We have the Six of Swords. So it's definitely leaving something behind and moving on. Getting honest with yourself about what it is that you want. Seeking something that is going to give you a true sense of fulfillment. And going through this change, no longer allowing yourself to just settle for anything when it comes to relationships. As you are going through a period of healing, your inner child, there's some growth that is taking place there. And so the energy is just not today, like not willing to deal with unfulfilling situations anymore, not dealing with individuals that cause you hurt, sticking to your boundaries, and being honest about how you feel when it comes to third-party situations, or just having a sense of attraction from someone. So what is the challenge when it comes to fulfillment? What is the challenge? Because with the Ace of Cups here in reverse, this is really feeling like you are at a loss or some form of, possible disadvantage. The Four of Wands. So you want to have something to celebrate, and that's the challenge. It's not coming at the time that you would like. You'd like to be involved in something where, people are recognizing you, or you have something that I guess is looked fairly upon when it comes to other people in the community. Feeling a sense of home, that fulfillment when you're with someone, it's like home doesn't feel as empty. Having something to celebrate, even if it feels like it's small. Sometimes just having a partner or someone that you can call on brings a bit of satisfaction and fulfillment, okay? And so because this is the challenge, we can definitely see where this Ace of Cups in reverse is here, where there may just be this emptiness that's there and feeling like there's a bit of a void, because this is the thing that we are trying to get to. That's the challenge. What about transformation? What about transformation? And we have the Queen of Wands, feeling a sense of empowerment, feeling confident, a sense of determination, passion and joy. She's basically the most attractive queen in the deck because of her confidence, the way that she carries herself. So you could be going through this phase where, this is what you're trying to get to. This is a challenge because of what you're dealing with. The arguing, the contention, the competition may be making you feel like this is hard to achieve. So you're going through this transformation where you're trying to become this other person when you're in relationships. Healing from the past and letting go of any childhood wounds, and allowing yourself to really be seen, to say, okay, I may have tolerated this in the past, but no more. This is what I'm now stepping into, this role. I am embodying the energy of someone that is very confident, who knows what she wants, who goes after what she wants, and does not take anything less, and feel very passionate about what it is that you are feeling. So that is a challenge, is getting to that place of embodying that energy. Let's see with this honesty. What is the challenge with the honesty? and it is the Page of Swords. So it's taking time to think before you act, not acting impulsively or impetuously. Even though there may be this sense of curiosity, it's knowing where to focus your mental energy and how much to give, and being honest with yourself about relationships when we have this seduction here, and knowing how much to give. That is the challenge, because there's things that you are trying to move away from that you don't want to deal with anymore, leaving behind, certain behaviors. And so this could be a challenge when it comes to how curious you are, when it comes to the restlessness of how you handle the newness of everything, where to put your energy, how much energy to exude, what's too much. Okay, so let's see now. Let's see what action can be taken. What action can be taken for fulfillment? What action can be taken for transformation? And what action can be taken for honesty? Okay. So when it comes to fulfillment, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So the action there is protecting yourself, nurturing yourself, and being generous with yourself, knowing how to give to yourself so others know how to give to you. When it comes to relationships, and this is family, friends, lovers, if you're married, your spouse, protecting yourself and giving to yourself as a mother would a child. Definitely knowing when to say when it comes to what you will tolerate and what you will not tolerate. And so for transformation, the action is the Two of Wands in reverse. And this is being aware of knowing that you want to move, but not moving without a plan, not moving too fast, and not being afraid of change as well. Because when you're going through a transformation, there are some things that you're going to have to let go of, because you're embodying, like the Queen of Wands here, you're embodying a new energy. So the old clothes that you had are not going to fit. Just like as a child grows, they outgrow those things. They can't wear the same things at 13 that they could wear when they were 5 or 6 years old. So the butterfly, because you are going through this transformation, is definitely calling you to look at how you're doing things. You really want to map out things and be aware of how you're moving. Being gentle with yourself with the Queen of Pentacles energy here, mothering yourself, being generous and kind to yourself, and being patient, I would say as well, because a lot of times when we're going through a change, we may want to metamorphosize quickly, and the journey is something that we don't really, we're so anxious to get to the other side that we don't allow ourselves to enjoy the journey or take note of different things that are happening as we are changing, and really recognizing the benefits of what we are going through. And so honesty, we have the Six of Wands for the action, and this is rewarding yourself, giving yourself that recognition for the things that you have done, the things that you're going through, the progress that you've made, and where you are. And even, allowing others to give you that recognition when other people see you changing. Sometimes for them, it may be for the worse, but for you, it definitely should be for the best. Because again, when we go through changes, people are used to dealing with us in one aspect, and that's clearly because they have not changed. And so our change can make others uncomfortable. Don't allow that to stop your progress. Keep on moving towards your success and your victory, because you'll get recognized for it. You see where the growth is happening. Others will see where the growth is happening as well, because sometimes too, when we begin to vibe with people in a different way, new people that maybe we didn't vibe with before, and then things change where we don't really vibe as well with old people as we did before, is because we're going through this change. And so that's the recognition, that's the success and the victory, that you actually see that you are changing. You see that there is a difference, and that things are not the same. So let's see, what are we looking at as far as possible outcome? Possible outcome for fulfillment. The Five of Swords. Whatever it is that you need to do to have your sense of fulfillment, I would say you want to make sure that you are doing everything that you can, because this is winning at all costs. But sometimes it may cause you to be a bit selfish. And you may seem like you are being overly selfish in the eyes of others because you are just looking at yourself, which there's nothing wrong with that, because a lot of times we focus so much on everyone else, we forget about ourselves. And nobody has a problem when we're focused on them, but when it comes to us then focusing all of our energy on us, they have a problem because they're being left out of the equation. So you want to make sure that you are definitely focusing on yourself as you're going through your time of trying to have this self-fulfillment. Let's see outcome, possible outcome for the transformation. Possible outcome for the transformation. Possible outcome for the transformation. We have the Page of Wands. And so there's going to be this newfound excitement, I think, a newfound freedom, a feeling of exploring, and just things all being brand new, just feeling really good about the change and seeing where things are going. Just a sense of excitement, you know what I'm saying, and dreaming about the way that the journey is going to now begin to take off for you in a new direction. Let's see what is a possible outcome for honesty. Possible outcome for honesty. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And so I would say with this, that you really want to be careful about not living beyond your means, okay? Not obsessing also with work, because sometimes that can get in the way of you spiritually and emotionally getting to where you need to. Like, I know that physically there needs to be work put in, but sometimes when you are overworking, you become imbalanced. I went through that. So you want to make sure that you guard yourself against being so focused on working, that you forget about, that you don't forget about the emotional side of and spiritual side of what you need to do for yourself. So let's see, what advice can we get and being honest with yourself about how much work you are putting in. We have the Two of Swords. So this is all about making those decisions, difficult choices, where you know that there's certain things that you need to cut out. You need to be clear. You need to be decisive. You need to cut away any confusion and possibly make a head over heart decision here. But this is really, really making those hard choices and doing whatever it is that you need to do for yourself. These all kind of line up. Fulfillment, transformation, and honesty. Being honest with yourself about what you need to cut out so that you can have the fulfillment that you want as you go through having this transformation. And that could be a process within itself that you could be going through, where you need to be more honest with yourself and with others in order for this transformation to take place, and make those hard decisions for you to have the fulfillment that you want. And being honest about how fulfilled you are right now. Maybe you really aren't very fulfilled with what you're, dealing with right now. And so you might have been fighting a change. And so this transformation could be something that, if you're honest with yourself, may not be something that you really want to go through, but you know that you need to in order for you to be fulfilled. So it's looking at everything all together as a whole. Hopefully this reading gave you some insight, some light, some guidance, and some understanding. If it did and it resonated, please let me know down in the comments below. I would appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for coming to my channel and for watching this video. And until the next time, I will see y'all again. Be well.